Hello, welcome back. Right, well, tonight is round one of the Braintree BMX Club summer season. So it's round one of, I think it's 15 rounds altogether. I think each round is three races or motos and a final. I think that's what you're going to get each round for each class. Not too sure. We'll find out when we get there. This is our first proper race, or race meeting, whatever you want to call it. We did do a little bit at the end of the winter series, what you see. But it's our first time using transponders. I was just going to fit the transponder, but there's been some come up on Facebook about us going to the office and taking it in because they had signed us for a rental. But I think ours is already sorted to our number now because it wasn't last night, but I think it is now. It's been a bit of confusion there, but we'll sort that out when we get there. I just thought you might want to come with us and join in the journey of us doing our first race season. This is, like I say, round one. Not too sure how much I'm going to be able to record, you know, with the racing and that. Because I do have to, I'm going to film on my phone, and I do need to use my phone to find out what race we're in, or moto, and gate position and stuff like that. But we'll see what we can film. Like I said, I've got to fit the transponder and all that. So the schedule for tonight is 5:30 the car park opens, 6 o'clock is booking in. We're already booked in online. So in theory, what we should be able to do is do a lap of the track, and the transponder should pick up and that should register there automatic. But because there's been a bit of confusion, and it's our first time using a transponder, we might have to go in the office. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. And then racing starts at 7 o'clock tonight, and I think it's scheduled for about an hour and a half. So yeah, so I'm going to go and have a shower before Louie gets back, and then once he gets back, I'll get him something to eat and whatever, and we'll start loading up and we'll head down to Braintree. Might be a slight change of plan because I didn't realise it was so late. Louie's just coming from school, so I'm going to sort him out. So I might not get in the shower before I go, because I've got to get him sorted. I think he's pretty much sorted himself out, and he's got his kit ready anyway. So we decided to fit the transponder when we get there, just in case they want to do it in the office. It's only a couple of cable ties. Right, so we'll see you there. We're not aiming for anything tonight. As long as he finishes the race, it'll be more than enough. Get some kind of time down would be good. Like I say, we're not worried about positions or anything like that where he comes tonight. We're basically treating it as a training night, and but we'll see. He might change his mind when he gets on the track. Louie's just doing a practice start now. Doing the second practice start. Don't know how many he's going to do. Is that alright? Right, Louie's going to do another practice start. He got his trousers caught in the last one, so that's his coach next to him with that red helmet. Right, this is Louie's first race. He's in gate 4.
Holding down the three with Dylan Parsons. Swooping in there in the first spot. The head down the last straight goes hair down over the line. Up through. That's the transponder.
That's it, Louie, keep pedalling. Go on, Louie!
Chelsea's at the back of the little back to the front, and it's going to be Lawrence in hot on the left side. So Lawrence now taking it to the one. Trying to two. That is
Just right, you just see Louie doing his 3 motos or 3 qualifying races for the final. I'll show you the final in a second. There was 11 riders in his class. Normally BMX races are only 8. So they split them up. That's why you're not seeing a full 8 on the track at a time. But there is, so basically you see 3 races what Louie was in, but for that class there was actually 6 races, if that makes sense. So they're all racing against each other. That's why you're seeing different riders out there, and like I say, not a full 8 at a time. But that changes a little bit with the final. So to qualify, if you win a race, you get 1 point. If you come second, you get 2, and it goes on to you get to 8th place, and you get 8. And it's the ones with the lowest score go through to the final. The first 8 with the lowest score go through to the A final. The ones over them sort of numbers, over them points, go to the B final. So in the case of 11 riders, you get an A final with 8 riders, and a B final with 3 riders, if that makes sense. That's what happened. So Louie got 11 points and he qualified 7th. He got 2 fourths and a third, so that's 11 points. And he comes 7th, and I don't think that wasp was going round and round. But anyway, he comes 7th, so he gets second choice, or 7th choice, of picking on the goat. Well, I only lived him 7 and 8, and he was picked 7 anyway. So you're about to see that. There is a crash coming up. Don't worry, the lad's fine. He bounced back up, and you do just see him going across the line. I will say, he still got through that line after crashing, and it was a big crash. He got up, and he's still come in within 59 seconds. So that's pretty good going. But I'll be honest with you, if I didn't put any money on, I'd have put money on for him to win. That was, yeah, it was blinding. He actually got 3 wins in a row on qualifying. He scored 3 points. It's luck of the day, it's racing, isn't it? So we'll go to the final, and then I'll explain what happens after that.
Ryan Casey coming out of 8, 7 goes to Louie Catley. Coming out 6, we've got Thomas Humphrey. In 5, Blake Connolly. 4, Matt Lewis. 3, Fish. Pretty Richardson. What on earth are you doing? In 2, Cole Jackson. And in takes the one. Here we go, riders down the hill. And there's Louie. These legs upside down. They ain't seen that one for a while. He's up there. You know, dancing. He is dancing. Matt Lawrence is dancing. He's dancing.
Go on, Louie!
So we've got Lawrence, Fairbank, Jackson, 1, 2, 3 and 4, heading down into the third straight. They big foot back on his feet. You can see the riders up. Even the last straightaway they go. And it's still Lawrence, but Fairbank duking it out there with Thomas Humphrey. Riders alive. Lawrence, oh God, he's got a bit of a nickel. I'm not working.
Yeah, so you would have just seen the crash on just coming from Start Hill. From where I couldn't really see it from where I was, but and I didn't get it very clearly on camera, I know, but it was a big one, bigger than what it looked. I actually thought it was going to take Louie out from where I stood. When I asked Louie about it, Louie just said, I knew somebody went down, didn't know who it was, just heard it. And he thought to himself, good, he's not going to be 8th. That's all he thought to himself. Yeah, it was not a bad race. You can see the difference between the fast guys who have been doing it with lots of courage, lots of, I was going to say courage, but a lot of confidence, because they do the jump, and then like you've got Louie who's only been doing it like 14 weeks, don't do the jump, and you can see them. You can see the other riders. I've got a screwdriver here. You can see the others pulling away on that bit because they've just got more confidence. That's what it is. It's down to confidence and fitness and everything else. But yeah, so you can see it. You can see the difference. But it's still good. Louie got a 5th, and as far as I'm concerned, that's brilliant. So it comes up as ranked 5th. I'm not 100% sure if it's just for that round or it goes towards next week and it carries on. I'm not sure. I've asked a couple of people and they didn't know either, so we'll wait and see. But I'm happy with a 5th. Obviously, the lad who fell off, he was okay. Louie was saying that he ripped all his cut everything, all his gear, wrecked his gear, but like I say, he's still coming at an 8th, and it was like I say, it was under 59 seconds, so that's pretty good. Anybody in the B final, like the winner of the B final, yes, they won the B final, but it means as a score they've come in 9th, because that's how it works, So the 3 what was in the B final were 9th, 10th, and 11th. Just the dog walking in. I wonder what it was. Hello, Mario. Right, so yeah, so we had a good night. Once Louie and Heidi stopped moaning at each other, I quite enjoyed it. The club is brilliant. They really do help you out with any problems and that. We had a little bit of a delay with the transformer, but it was all set up. I just didn't realise, and sort of took 10 minutes off of it, but off the night. But it was worth it. Having the times was good. Louie was it's a dog going out. It's 44 seconds in all his 44. It was 44.2 to 44.4 was the range what it was in on all 4 of his races. It does it up to hundredths of a second, but I just to make it easier for you. The start gate times I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but they were good. From the distance from the start gate going to they cross a line somewhere down there. That was good and pretty consistent as well, to be honest. He needs to improve his time, but that's what we went there for, was to get a time really. We was more worried about a time than a place, and that's the thing. And we do know he's pretty consistent, and that's good. But we've got something to work on now, because it gives us the time to beat. There was people on his in that race what were a lot quicker than him, around about the 39s, and then another time you look and they dropped back. So they got caught up and tangled up. But Louie was constant all the way through. what is good. And like I say, this is our first round and first go at it. And yeah, if you want to see more, watch his space and just see what happens. Because, well, so I could just film the racing, but I really want to film behind the scenes as well. And as we figure out better ways of doing it, we will do it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for taking your time out to look at this. Like I say, it's only something we're just getting into. Don't forget to check out my other channel as well if you're interested. You know what I do. Right. Anyway, remember it's okay not to be okay, and I'll see you soon. Bye.